Witamy Wrocław. Welcome to Wrocław. Here we are again on field one, and this time it's the quarterfinals, elimination game, England versus Czechia. This is a big one. I'm Jordan Kligerman. I'm here with Ezra Kligerman. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Unlike earlier in the week and last week when it was really stifling hot, today there will be no hydration breaks according to the officials. It is 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 22 Celsius. Partly cloudy. The sun is shining right now, and we are ready for some lacrosse. Ezra, what are we looking at right here with these two teams?
You got an undefeated England team. Hasn't really been challenged. They have a goal differential of plus 69, so that's pretty insane. 77 goals in 4 games is just a massive amount.
Yep, and that's Locker and Lastovica for the face-off. Goes to Locker, and England has possession.
Yep, and Czechia is 2-2. They had a tough loss to Poland, and then by 4 goals, and they also lost to Israel by 10.
And that was an Israel team we saw today get really roughed up by Germany and go down in their game.
Yep. They just couldn't. Israel just couldn't generate any sort of offense against that German defense, which has been surprising because Poland and Ireland both had some pretty good success offensively.
Nice save, and that's George Sean. I'm sorry, that is Andre Jizzle starting today for Czechia. Both teams have kind of platoon goalies, right? So for Czechia, it's been the battle of the Andres. It's Jizzle and Hayek, and on the British side, it's been Joachim Ruby and Noah Amundsen. Today, Ruby's getting the call for England. Jizzle's getting the call for Czechia. Very deliberate, as we've seen a lot in international lacrosse, clear method, which is just ball control, take advantage of your man-up situation, having the goalie, and get the ball over. Movement by Czechia, looking to get on the board first, and they do.
Wow! I'll tell you, I was not expecting Czechia to come out and take a lead. I think England are a clear favorite in this game, but...
Yeah, and that's Caden Bartuszek, who has 9 goals already, so make it 10, and it's 1-0 red.
Yeah, so you see Czechia pulling out this long stick on the face-off, trying to combat the number one face-off team in this tournament, England. So it's an interesting... Czechia has certainly struggled in the face-offs, only at 36%, opposed to England's 75.
I said Locker before. That was Baythorpe on the first face-off for England, and here he is again.
Wins it clean again.
Yeah, and England had gone with Jakub Obroch, the long stick on the face-off. So Czechia had, and they were already making an adjustment. Doesn't seem to matter. England controls the ball, down 1. I think this is the first time in the tournament England may have faced a deficit.
Yeah. They join a pretty solid company in that category with Poland, who hasn't trailed, along with, I believe, Ireland.
Got the shot away. No call on any of the contact. Looks like he kind of fell on his own, and England possesses. Nice ball movement by England. Really, the pinnacle of lacrosse so far at this tournament, along with Ireland. Boom.
Nice goal.
Well, that's George Schoenfeld. We know that he's on the receiving end of a lot of assists. He also dishes out some assists as well. Our statistics aren't completely correct, but that's Schoenfeld with the finish, 1-1. And Benjamin Jackson with the assist there. Schoenfeld's 16th goal of the tournament. Ezra, is he leading the whole thing?
Yeah, him and a player on Poland were on top on points, and that just puts him ahead. Obviously, he's now had an additional game opposed to the Polish player.
Mm-hmm. Leo Baythorpe again, and that was Martin Lastovica in the face-off and didn't go the way of Czechia. England possesses. getting their personnel in order. That was Ellis Baythorpe with the turnover. And Czechia is going to have a chance to clear again. Let's see if they can get into an offensive set. They really have only been in that unsettled, really quick sort of offense that resulted in the goal. We haven't really seen what they have to offer. Talking to the English coaching staff, they expect, you know, great accuracy in passes, that box style that Czechia is so known for. England really pressing on the ride. Czechia finds a hole and clears it. Oh. Looks to be off white. Staying here. Well, we're inside of 10 minutes, a third of the way through the quarter, and it's 1-1. Anything popping out to you so far, Ed?
No, I mean, it's just been England offense for the first 5 minutes. Czechia had that one quick transition goal, but otherwise they haven't touched the ball up until this point. So
let's see if they do a little more bar control here. We saw a little footing issue there. We did have rain earlier today. It's beautiful now. They're going to throw a flag on that one.
So this is kind of surprising. I mean, England is the second least amount of penalty minutes in the entire tournament. They're only at 14.5. So here they go. Man, not a deeply experienced man down here, but will come on.
Getting a cross check here on number 22 for England, Jack Dearden. He kind of came up to seal on that feed. He's going to have a seat for a minute, full minute, as we know in international rules. Not sure where they were going there, trying to feed the crease, but really nothing doing, and now the ball's going the other way. So England on a short-sided clear here. Let's see what they do, and what they're doing is taking their time, letting that clock run on the penalty, and Czechia is not pressing. Usually this is a situation where you bring, yep, and here he comes now, where you would bring some up to press the goalie because you have the same amount of people on that side of the field. Ruby throws it forward ahead of his player, and ball's loose. Little collision there. Knees might have knocked, but England possesses. Coaches are calling to slow it down. And we are back to full strength for both teams. Hugo Peel has the ball. He has a real balanced stat sheet with 8 goals and 7 assists and really has been a good player. Let's see if England can keep it in. They do save it, but right to Czechia. Oh, great check on the ride. England's, I don't know what your response is, but I feel like England's done a great job riding so far.
Yeah, I mean, so far they've been right on them and kind of knocked them up all the way through. So the clears that Czechia has been able to complete have been a full team effort.
They seem really comfortable with being in a close game, even though they haven't been in one yet.
Yeah, they seem pretty, just pretty level-headed overall. They're not trying to make plays that they can't make. But I'm not sure if they've had a formidable opponent yet. I mean, I think all their teams in their group, I think they're 3 out of the 5 made it to the quarterfinals.
That was Hugo Peel with that big shot wide.
Netherlands already got bounced by Ireland today earlier. And then we have Sweden versus Poland at 7 from that A group.
Uncharacteristic turnover for George Schoenfeld as he throws it right over Benjamin Jackson's head and out of bounds. We'll have a Czechia clear and a lot of personnel changes happening.
So different sort of clear from Czechia here, trying to just run by with one guy opposed to the long pole passing that they've done up to this point in the game.
Yeah, not methodical, just going to the short stick and having them run.
Yep.
getting their personnel in order, and let's see what they have on the offensive side.
I really think Czechia just wants it in Caden's hands. You know, he's just a great offensive threat and someone that England certainly needs to be worried about here.
Here's Caden here. I think that deflected off the English player. We're going to stay here on the shot. Good backup there.
Not a great
Kilch.
shot selection, in my opinion, from Czechia. I feel like he was just a little too outside. He had a guy on him, just didn't have the shot.
That was a good feed.
That was a great feed. And defense seems a little asleep for England to start this one off.
Yeah, Martin Pechu has had a couple assists already, just added to that, setting up Lukasz Kusera. Great finish, though. Whole thing worked out really well. You know what? They don't seem concerned, or not concerned, but they don't seem intimidated by this English side.
No, I mean, I just feel like the coach already told them to come out and play their game. I really think the win yesterday over Latvia was quite a surprise to me. After Latvia held a close game with Germany, but I mean,
Lastavika's got the clamp here. Can't get the ground ball, but I'm surprised there wasn't a push on that, or at least a delayed call. And England comes back with it.
So I think England's won every face-off here to start this game. All 4. But no keepers had to make a save yet, I don't believe.
No, there has not been a save. You know, and England's getting set, and here they come. It's Ellis Baythorpe with a shot wide.
I don't know. Czechia can't let that happen. I mean, he just kind of got right in the middle, had a little just free shot at the net there, and they just didn't collapse on him.
There's Baythorpe again.
Somehow stays possession and gets the,
gets the ball up. He really hangs on to the ball a long time.
English turnover there. I don't know, very sloppy from England to start. That could be a delayed game. I guess
could have been. Yeah, I mean, I think if it wasn't at least slightly directed toward the Czechia player, but official let it go. Jizzle taking it up slow. He's in no hurry here. They have a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, it's been a great opening quarter from Czechia.
Yeah, one of the best opening quarters we've seen by as a game in perspective. Not a lot of turnovers, a couple on each side. Ooh, we have an opening here in transition. Oh, and there it is. I mean, listen, the way they've called penalties this tournament has been a lot tighter than it's been so far in this game, and that one had to come, I think.
Yep.
Joshua Phillips is going to take a seat for England for 30 seconds. Those pushes sometimes can be even rougher than slashes, but they still are only a 30-second penalty. Good ball movement, good shot, just a little wide, and Czechia holds.
Yeah, it looked like Ruby had a good hold of that one. The goalie looked like he kind of tracked that one all the way. Obviously, he didn't hit the net, but
definitely not what they were looking for there. He's looking to shoot it before he had it. Great ground ball.
He's going to have a great game. Caden's going to have a great game if Czechia wants to win this one. So
there's a save.
Nice save by Ruby. Nice outlet as well.
Yep,
so
and here we go. We're going the other way.
Good transition. No middies coming back. All subbing out except for the one trailing and then one coming out of the box.
They do have a fast break situation. Ball movement. Oh. This is where we've seen this in the international game. One too many.
Yep.
You know, and it's so funny. The flip side is we're often saying, hey, one more.
One more pass.
Right.
Yep.
Give us one more. And then we've often seen one too many. That was, you got to be selfish there and put that one away.
I also tried to, I think it may have been a no-look pass, maybe. He tried to bring it out, but
he had a great shooting angle. I think he could have put it away.
I think he could have put it away with a shot, 100%.
Yep. Czechia fans are dialed in right now.
Yeah, pretty ecstatic on how their team started this one. I mean, I would be too. But Czechia's had a good. You know, I think they have a lot of optimism after that game against Latvia.
You know, we really haven't seen, and we are so far away from this game being over, but we really haven't seen any major upsets or, and that's almost a disastrous play there.
Good recovery, though.
Yeah, he's kind of getting rid of it.
There's
only 15 seconds left, though, and a goal in short time would be kind of a problem. And there it is.
I don't know.
I mean, I think we've talked about this in other games. You got to take care of that ball under 30. You almost turn it over in front of your goal, and then you kind of just chuck it, but not really with enough force to get it over to the other side, the offensive side of the field. And Schoenfeld's too good. I mean, he has too many goals this tournament. He's too good of a player that he's going to take advantage, and they just did. They just tied it up with 7 seconds to go. It's not where you want to go into momentum-wise going into the end of the quarter.
Absolutely
in the quarter break.
Not.
Another one would be a real mess. Clock's going to run out here. And that's the end of the first. 2-2, all even. Really, nobody giving up much. That was the one big mess up there at the end of the quarter that we kind of hadn't seen yet by Czechia. They had been really, turnover here, turnover there, but nothing in a dangerous position, and that was the only one. Any other big takeaways?
No, I mean, it seems to be quite an even game so far. Obviously, we're only a quarter of the way through it. But, yeah, I'm very surprised on how Czechia is playing. And I think it's great that they're going to give England a fight here.
Yeah, coaches are having a conversation right now with Jizzle just about, hey, you got to, if you're going to send that ball, you got to send it to the other side of the field and make sure nothing is going to happen. That could be that as, I hate to say disastrous, but, in lacrosse terms, that can be if this in a close game.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly caused them a lead. I mean, I don't think he's had to make a save yet. Not that Dish could have made a save, but he hasn't made a save yet. And
no, he hasn't been tested in the way, all the shots have either been wide or tight in where he really didn't have a great opportunity to save them. Flip side is Ruby has one save. It's not like he's been,
superstar
fired
so
at,
far.
And those goals have been tight as well. So neither goalie has been able to kind of settle in and get into a rhythm. Yeah. Well, what a great tournament so far.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun just watching everything. And then, this is where the fun begins, the knockout rounds. And that's, I think, everyone kind of lives for the knockout rounds. Obviously the group stages, you kind of get to know each other, get to know all the teams. But the knockout round is, where upsets happen, where all the fun begins. So,
any teams that surprised you in kind of playing sort of exceeding your expectations in that group stage?
I mean, I think Poland's obviously a surprise going 4-0. The host country. I think they're really really well put all together. I mean, they have a very extremely strong offense, and their defense is not too far behind them. So they're looking pretty good. I think England was obviously a bit of a shocker to come out 4-0 in a group that I thought Netherlands would take, but they didn't end up being. They had a kind of a rough start to the group stage.
Yeah, we saw Netherlands last week in a scrimmage before the tournament commenced with Poland, and they looked pretty good, and definitely didn't reach any that real. I mean, for me, I thought Israel was going to be a lot stronger.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Israel's a bit of a. I wouldn't want to say disappointment because it's just U20s. It's not the real deal yet, but I don't know. It was just a little disappointing to see Israel not ever get in their swing. They beat Czechia by 10 goals and then just couldn't get anything going. Bad loss. Okay,
yeah. So England was withholding. We had Baythorpe and Lestovica, which we thought was going to be the big matchup on the face-off axis game. That's who we had right there. This one's going to go Czechia's way. Well, they can make a little bit of a statement here if they can get one on the board and kind of erase what happened at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think scoring goals in this second quarter will kind of say that first quarter wasn't a bit. I think it wasn't that we were catching England at a bad time. I think it's more that, hey, we're here with England. So if they can score here, that kind of keeps the momentum going for Czechia.
England was not taking Czechia lightly. And talking with the coaching staff before the game, they definitely had a real respect and reverence for this team, for their skill sets. There's a save there. And so I think they knew that they were going to have their hands full.
Yeah.
Nice save by Ruby. Czechia holds.
I don't know. This Czechia offense to me just isn't all too exciting. I mean, obviously they have some great goal scorers, but they're I think they're more of a team that's just going to score quick fire goals and not take long possessions. I mean, if you take long possessions, that's great because it keeps England off the ball. But
nice check.
I looked like a bit of a trip there. Ref didn't see it.
I don't know, but we're going the other way in a fast break situation here, and Czechia's playing very high on it.
Yep.
Again.
Too much.
Selfish. Be selfish.
That's a second.
That's a finish right there.
Yeah,
I mean, there was so much space. Czechia really misplayed that fast break by being so high in their triangle with that point person, and he had daylight all afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the second time he's done that today. I mean, now you got the ball in Hugo Peel's hands, so he's definitely going to be one that you want to keep a watch out for. 8 goals, 7 assists. Along with George Schoenfield and
yeah, Peel's got those baby blue shoes on. Well, things have certainly changed since last week. We saw all the footing issues. Everyone put on turf shoes, and everybody seems pretty good on this turf now.
Yeah, and that's obviously a concern, from day one, that the turf wasn't going to be up to standards of the nice grass. I mean, the grass, I believe, over on field 2 is just so nice. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if I'm a player, I'd rather play on grass, but I think the stadium kind of just gives it a completely different feel.
Ooh, great ball movement.
Yep. So he gets his finally after the 2 opportunities that he had and just gave them up. Yeah,
Peel to Finley Avis. It's great ball movement. I think, that's where it's like, hey, you love when they're unselfish.
Yep.
Because when it ends that way and it's that pretty. England crowd has woken up this quarter.
Yeah. England crowds, got their signature chants going. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He's just a super rough player. We saw in the Czechia-Poland game, he was kind of almost sitting on some guys and.
Yeah, I think he even he kind of knocked out the Polish face-off guy for the day. Here's the thing, you come out of the box and things are a little less rough on the field and they're going to call them tighter and you just got to kind of be ready for it.
Yep.
But Czechia's down 1, 3-2, a little over 10 minutes to go in the first period, and now they're in a man-up situation.
Yep, first England lead of the game.
They're going to try to build on it here. High and wide. Good time and room to shoot there for Wilkinson. Boom.
I mean,
He's got 3 today, doesn't he?
I mean, he leads the tournament in goals for a reason. So Schoenfield scores a nice one, and I don't know. I wouldn't want to say Czechia's fading, but.
No, it's a little too early for that. It's only 5 minutes into the second period. They're down 2, which is,
Yeah, I mean, you give
easily
it up 3 straight
erasable,
goals.
right? Yeah, very, I'd say easily, but,
yeah.
It can happen. That's the way momentum rolls, and, England scores, go right into a man-up situation. They're obviously starting to feel good and feel like themselves. Penalties released. We're back out here.
So another England face-off win.
Yeah, and that was Emil Stanek, who we didn't really have stats for on the face-off Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Sonic. That was, check that, that was Philip Rohlik. England back in control of the ball, 4-2 is the score, 9.5 to go in the quarter.
Certainly been the story of the second quarter so far. It's just been England ball control besides that first Czechia possession. But if I'm England, just get the ball in number one's hands. He's just got the hot hand this tournament, and
Peel's feeling it, though.
Yeah,
He's taking some shots.
for sure.
Good backup, and here's Schoenfeld. A lot of direction coming from the Czechia sideline here. Peel drew two. Nice feed, but not handled. Ball's coming out. It's a free ball. Czechia saves it, but saves it right to England, and Peel controls.
Yeah, I thought his foot was out of bounds there, but I don't think the ref had a good view of it, and it doesn't really matter because England comes up with the possession anyway.
Yeah, Nicholas Poira playing way out there and beat pretty quickly by Peel, and England turns it over.
Yeah, something we haven't talked about so far is, you know, who the winner of this game will play in the semifinals, and that's going to be Germany. Germany's been a really interesting team for me. They had that first game against Ireland. They kind of stuck with them, but, you know, really the gap between those teams kind of showed in that second half. They lost 8-3. And then they beat up on Latvia. I mean, they didn't beat up on them, but they kind of had the lead the whole game against Latvia, 7-4. And then I think, really just kind of had their way with Switzerland before running into Poland yesterday, which was rough for them, 9-5.
Quick transition, great save by Ruby. Martin Pesch is really kind of a one-man clearing machine for Czechia. He brought that up, started the transition play, which kind of, I think, surprised England. And but Ruby stones them on the doorstep.
And then, obviously, Germany beat Israel today.
Really kind of uncontested clear for England, and they're down with the ball again. Well, we saw Germany more than any other team, probably outside of Poland, and really got a pretty good sense of kind of what they're all about. And they're about ball control, discipline, and I'd say size on the defensive side of the ball. They definitely have some power on that side and some really good players.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprising to me that England, I know it's going to come off sounding a little weird, but England wasn't like as big as I thought they were going to be. After like those first ones, I thought they were going to come out just with a bunch of like big, strong dudes, but they're really just working on their finesse, and that's just been really great.
Well, shifty move by Hartley right there to get the shot off,
Yep.
but that one goes wide. England backs it up. Hartley with the ball again.
6:16 to go in the first half here.
Here's Schoenfeld. He finds, nice save right there. Henry Smith
Good look, but just
put it
not
right into Drizzle's.
good ground ball.
There it is. Hard to imagine you wouldn't get at least a hold on that one. Calling him for a push. All right. Here we go. Man up for Czechia on the push. And they call timeout to kind of dial this in. This is a really important man up. It's only a 30, but it's a really important one for Czechia.
Yeah, I mean, you need your momentum back. You're giving up 3 straight, so you need to get a goal back here. Now you trail by 2. So for Czechia, this is extremely important offensively. And then defensively, you've got to kind of talk about, hey, we just got to stay with our guys, and we gotta be quick to slide there, because if we give them any time to shoot, they're gonna pick a corner on our goalie.
Smith was right on the doorstep, and Drizzle made that great save right there. Now, can't take anything away from Ruby. He made a great save on the doorstep on that transition play before. But sometimes that momentum can start from a big save like that.
Yep, for sure. I mean, you know, when you see your goalie as an attackman, when you see your goalie make it just a save that he, not supposed to make, you kind of get something burning in you that say, hey, I got to pay him back for that one.
Definitely. Ball's going to start top left for Ruby, and Czechia has it. Lukáš Kasera starting with the ball. Some ball movement, but they're not. There doesn't seem to be an urgency on a 30-second penalty that I thought maybe there would be. Kind of start right into it. No angle. Czechia holds. Nice save by Ruby. Big clear. Penalty is about to release. It does. We're in even strength. England's on the push. And Schoenfeld, no, sends it wide.
I think the goalie may have gotten a hand on it.
Did he get a piece of that?
Yeah.
Well, it's staying here with England.
That's. I mean, if he did or he didn't, that was a must. That kind of had to be a must goal there, and he just pulled it.
Yeah, Drizzle's keeping him in the game at this point.
Yeah, he's having a great game.
Yeah, well, it could be 6-2 right now.
For sure. I mean, it really could be, yeah. I mean, he had that one mistake, but otherwise he just had a really sound game.
Right. Well, it's good to see he talked to his coaches, got an understanding of what he needed to do in that situation the next time around, came back out, and he's been lights out ever since. So It's good that he was able to kind of not let that sink him.
So Czechia yet to score in the second quarter with 4 minutes to go.
Here's Peel. Boom. He's kind of wanted that. It felt like most of this quarter. I think he's been feeling it and just looking to fire.
Yep. You can hear the fans chanting his name. So.
Uh-huh.
I think that's something that makes his England team, very interesting. You got, all the English supporters up there, doing their chants. Then you got, they're just dominant offense.
Lasovica wins that one on the illegal procedure. So Czechia's going to start with it. It's 5-2, 3.5 to go in the second. First 3 periods go to stop time in the last 30 seconds. Fourth quarter goes at 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Czechia needs one here. Maybe out of Caden. See if you can get him fired up here.
Czechia fans got real quiet in this quarter. England fans got really loud.
Yep.
Now they're trying to battle a little bit in the stands. Not physically, just with their voices.
Oh,
nice save. Boy.
Ruby's really,
he
came into his own here.
He is in control right now. I mean, both goalies are playing great.
Yep.
That first period, they really didn't get tested. In this quarter, they have, and they've both really kind of stood up to the challenge. Unfortunately, on the Czechia side, it's been too tough. Schoenfeld looking for it, looking for the cutters. But he's patient.
Yeah, I mean, from a goalie standpoint, I think there's a chance that I mean, I doubt it, but there's a chance that both teams make a goalie switch, or one does, or
I don't know. It'd be so weird.
It would be weird.
Yeah.
But we
they're
saw
both playing great. What's the what do you want to? Why do you want to rock that boat?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple weird goalie substitutions earlier in this tournament from Germany.
Ooh, that's a save.
Interesting looking save, but save nonetheless, and he comes up with that one.
Yeah, he caught it between his legs there, and here we go. We're clearing. Poirier sends it back. Chisel bringing it up, taking their time.
Yeah,
No hurry. There's a minute, just over a minute 30 to go in the quarter, and they definitely need to take advantage here. They're offsides. No? Oh, I'm sorry. No, they're not. They're
Second
good,
timeout.
But Czechia uses their, smart time to use it. 90 seconds to go.
England's yet to call in, but that's Czechia's second.
One of our favorite practices of international lacrosse is when the official places his cap where the ball will restart from. Well, it hasn't. I feel like the officials have done a really good job keeping this game balanced. They haven't micromanaged it. They've kind of let the guys go a little bit, but the teams themselves have almost like policed their own physicality. They haven't been over the top and really playing kind of wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty balanced game. I mean, England's playing better this quarter, no doubt. That first quarter was really tight, but this quarter has just been all England. And you could, I mean, that's shown on the scoreboard. They scored 3. They went 3-0 in this quarter on Czechia. So we'll see.
Yeah, Czechia's bending, but they're not breaking. And Drizzle's really kind of hung in there, kept them in there. You know, and I think, you know, if we see some development here in the next 90 seconds, it could really be a real surge for them to go into the halftime. Only down 2. Ruby couldn't wait to get back out there. He almost sprinted to the crease. He's ready to go.
I mean, he's having a great game so far, so I think pretty fairly he's excited to get back in there.
Czechia moving it around. England pressing out. Smart kind of way to get the clock moving, right? Make it a shorter clock by putting some pressure out on the middies, not letting them just kind of move the ball around. Here's Adamic. That's off
good
white.
Tip. I believe that was a tip.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it was a deflection by an England defender. I think that was a little bit of a force there.
Probably. I mean, you still got 35 seconds left on the clock, so.
Yep. Oh, there it is.
That was a beautiful goal. He really just like dove across, caught the feed, and just dunked it.
I mean, that's where those box skills come into play, right? Move that ball into little spaces, and that's what they did there. Also, that 6x6 goal looks a lot better than that 4x4 goal, and puts it home. That's exactly what they needed right there.
Yeah, I mean, you still left a little time left on the clock there.
Scoreboard's incorrect right now. It reads 6-2 England. That should be 5-3.
5-3 England, yeah.
19 seconds to go. What they need to do here, Czechia, is kind of sit on this ball as much as they can or push for their own break, but they cannot give up a fast break goal. Now we're going to legal procedure on England. That's the second one.
Yeah. Scoreboard still hasn't been changed. Very kind of confused here.
Well, we know what the score is. It's
5-3.
It's 5-3. Czechia.
Czechia needs a quick one here.
Well, they got 15 seconds to do it. That's plenty of time. But not if we're jogging around up above the restraining line.
Not if we're kind of just walking through it.
Here's some speed. Oh, good interception. We got it. Whoa.
Don't know what
I think he caught the ball outside of the crease and brought it in, which you cannot do.
Yeah.
You can only move the ball
Doesn't
in the
matter.
air.
I mean, you got 1 second here.
1 second. He's just going to, I don't know what he's going to try to do. He's trying to get actually a shooting angle. Oh, we have a flag down. Well, this is interesting because I think he's going to call an interference. Let's see what he calls. Yeah. So what that means is he wasn't letting the Czechia players move freely through. That was Josh Phillips. What that does, however, is Czechia holds the ball here, lets the clock expire. They get the ball to start the third, no face-off. Let's see. Where's the cap going? He's not taking the cap off, Ezra.
No.
Oh, we're flipping sides, so I guess he can, right?
Yep.
So we're going to have a 30-second, actually it'll be 29 seconds left, should be on the penalty, to start the third period. They're still not correct on the scoreboard, but it is 5-3 England over Czechia. Oh, now they fixed it. That was a great half.
Yeah, it's fun.
A lot of fun. We are going to come back a little bit before, but for right now we'll go to break, leaving you with England up to 5-3 on Czechia in this quarterfinal. Okay, we're just under 2 minutes back. Looks like they're going to start us a little early here because both teams are on the field.
Czechia's going to start man up here after that England interference call.
Right, there's no face-off. We have 30-second interference call on England. Ball's going to start to Ruby's right.
Yeah, Ruby's had a great game.
Both goalies really have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but yes, Ruby has been terrific. 5-3 England. Czechia starting. This could be a real momentum builder because they scored that goal with about a minute, under a minute to go. To bring it in within 2, this would be big. Czechia fans are back. Excited after the halftime break. Oh, and that penalty's released. They haven't even taken a shot. Well, here it is. No, just working it around.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the offense that we scored them score goals out of in that.
No,
half,
yeah,
so.
and again, there really wasn't urgency. That happened last time. They had a 30-second penalty. It's like they don't want to get into it quicker, and I think that's what you have to do. You don't have to fire it after 10 seconds, but after 20, definitely got to get at least one shot off.
Yeah. And
Way off, yeah.
I mean, it seemed like that was a great opportunity. Just sailed on him just a bit there.
Yeah. Well, I would have liked to have seen that when they were man up, and he could have stepped down on it a little bit more. Czechia retains possession. Ooh.
Dumps it, yep. And that goal's going to stand. I thought there was maybe a chance he's in the crease, but they're going to give it to him, so.
Yeah, that's Kusera, Lukasz Kusera, and he puts it away, just ISO'd from that back left corner.
Right back in the game.
They are.
Just like that.
They're only 1 goal down. I said that, coming into the halftime, that was so huge they scored that goal.
Yep.
And then didn't let England do anything with it in that last 17 seconds. Well, this is the face-off matchup we thought we'd get right from the beginning. We didn't in the beginning, but it's Lastovica out there. Baythorpe, and Baythorpe's going to take it.
I'll tell you, I
mean, he's 76%, or at least he was going into this game on the face-off.
Yeah.
So that's, and Lastovica was under 50. So
yeah, I just don't like the way Lastovica plays. I think it's definitely got talent in the face-off X, but I think he tries to play too much into his tall stature and his size opposed to just winning outright.
It's a muscle game. If your hands are quick, you get the clamp and you can pop it out of there, then it doesn't matter. England a little advantage on the sub. I mean, on the personnel change. And he's going to take a shot wide. England retains. That was a smart move on the sub.
Yeah, I mean, no reason you don't take that shot there. You got 2 Hackman in the back, so.
And Ellis Baythorpe's a big midi. I mean, he's looking for it. He's a lefty. That's 4. I mean, we know who we'd key on, right? That's 4 for him. He had 3 in the first half.
Leads the tournament in goals. I
mean, he's pressing 20 goals. He's at 19 right now for the tournament.
I mean, he scores his 20th. That means he's averaging 4 goals a game.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that they'd slide early or they'd go early, but I mean, they're very disciplined in their defense, and they're not changing it up. But he is definitely up there. He's up there in the sort of offensive players of the tournament so far.
Well, I think if there was an all-tournament team, he'd definitely be there.
No question. Baythorpe again with the win. And England possesses. So this half started off great for Czechia, and now not so much. That one ball possession. England's now scored, widened that lead back out to 2 goals, which what the halftime score deficit was. England getting their personnel in order.
PL kind of has to recontrol it.
Ooh, nice roll by Baythorpe. Coming into traffic, still has it.
I think the Czechia goalie is getting a little flustered.
Nope,
Nice
that was a nice save. Gave up the rebound. It's still loose. Oh, what do we got here?
I think he jumped on line on the ball.
Oh, he was. So it's withholding the ball from play. It's going red. Drizzle's not who we saw in the Poland-Czechia game.
No, I mean, he didn't play in that one,
No.
So he's definitely fine. I mean, if I'm Czechia, I'm pretty happy that I gave him his game and got to see him play, and now he's coming out as a starter.
Yeah, I think he's really been good. Both goalies, again, just really having a good performance.
A little dinky pass there.
Well, I think he was worried he's going to get pushed back over for an over and back, and that doesn't matter. We're turned over and going the other way, and now we're unsettled.
And yeah, I mean, I got the debatably the best player in the tournament having the ball. He could have had a transition.
Well, I think I think he's trying to say, hey, they really didn't have the numbers, and so do some ball control here. I think they're confident enough in their set offense that they don't need to force those transitional offenses.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to give away the ball.
Yep.
Especially if you got 2-goal lead, you just want to settle it in and kind of.
Benjamin Jackson. Nice feed. Boom. Josh Clegg's on the board.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, it just feels like something's all of a sudden.
That was kind of a soft underbelly situation there. Clegg just could move freely, right?
Yeah, something just feels like it's falling apart for Czechia. I don't think it's not over, obviously. So we got 8 minutes left in the third. Not even touching fourth yet.
Right, and Ben Jackson just kind of walked in. Clegg had that nice little curl inside, and that was pretty straightforward. Oh, Czechia went with Jakob Obrash on the face-off with Baythorpe, and that pays off. They have the ball. Maybe you just need to settle it down here and get your personnel straightened out before you start going towards the goal.
Yeah, I think Czechia player is trying to bully his way in there. But
Well, yeah, if you saw an opening, he's going to take it. He really wants it. Stay in red. He's quick. We're in that 22.
Yeah, Martin Peck.
Yeah, if you squint, it's like almost like Mikey Powell out there.
Yeah. Little Joey Spallina or.
No, he's shaped nothing like Joey Spallina. Ruby had a great save in there. Czechia holds on. Another one. I mean, that was stick side, but still just focused. He's dialed in.
Yep.
And now we're going the other way.
He's playing
really
too high.
He plays too high on those.
I mean, it worked.
I mean, that got lucky. Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, you forced him to make a bad play.
I guess it worked. It definitely worked, right? They have the ball now.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, it's so dangerous on an unsettled play having the point man.
Yeah, I mean, we're
halfway between the restraining line and the half line. You're just opening up the whole world on the offensive side.
Yeah, we're coached to kind of like stay in the restraining box, not way out there. But
Yep.
Interesting.
Well, offensive players are coached to not make a decision until they're pressed, and you
press pretty quick.
Yeah, talking about being pushed out there and pressed. Nice job. That's James Thompson. Oh.
Sean Field just doesn't watch that one into his stick.
Yeah, he won in 5. He already sensed it.
Oh, now he's just hacking away.
Flags stay in the pockets, and that hasn't been the case this tournament all the time, but in that case it was. Let's see if England just says, oh my goodness gracious.
Sean Field's still wide open on the back of the crease. No look there. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you're trying to, I guess you're trying to.
I think they were getting their personnel in order, like you said, and but I mean, he prior to that, when he finally got the ball, he was a bit, his shooting angle wasn't there anymore.
Yep.
But in the beginning, he was literally almost at the top of the 18 on the soccer lines.
Wide open.
Wide open.
Yeah, I mean, the England team definitely has not held back their goals this tournament. They beat Belgium 20-0. So
that one's wide. We had we just have whistles coming from. We have 2 games going on right now.
Yep.
This one's staying white.
I mean, Czechia's playing this England defense, I think, really well, though. I mean, they've equaled half of the goals that England's given up this entire tournament just in this game alone. So
absolutely,
they're figuring it out.
This has been a great game. Here's Clegg. Boom.
Yeah.
Henry Smith's first goal of the tournament, as far as we know.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely look into it as we speak here.
All right, that lead has now stretched. England's doubled up Czechia. It's 8-4.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
clock is running. We have just about 4.5 minutes left in the third.
It kind of feels like it's just getting away from them just a bit, so. We were looking for Joshua. Who scored the last goal?
That was Henry Smith.
Henry Smith.
Number 11. Czechia controls off the face-off. That was a long, loose ball situation. They're going to get their personnel in order. Or push towards the goal. They're known to do both. Got the full 6 on now. See what happens.
Yeah, to my knowledge, that's his first goal of the tournament.
Shot from way out.
Doesn't challenge Ruby there.
No. Akademic. I mean, Ruby's dialed in, so you're going to have to make some really nice feeds or really dynamic shots to put it past him at this point. Oh. What we got here?
I didn't see a clear penalty, but.
Oh, I think he's calling a hold. Yeah, that's Alexander Tidsley Worcester. He's going to sit for 30. Now, all the other 30-second technicals we've seen in this game on England, Czechia has taken a really long time.
You don't got time for that anymore.
Yeah, there's 2 minutes and 50 was the start. So at 2:20, that thing's going to expire and we'll be even strength. Let's see what they do. We're 10 seconds in and we haven't done much yet.
So that's their first. I mean, they haven't really taken any shots on man up, so it's not their first shot on man up.
You know, and it's a running clock, so you don't have a lot of time. We have about 5 seconds left in the penalty right here.
Yep, get it back in his hands, and you're gonna release here. So all even now.
We are even. They pull it out, so they don't push. So even though they're even, he's still got to get in and play defense, right? So you still have an opportunity to push that they don't. I was glad to see they got a shot off on that one, though. Shistov Academic's going to take it behind the cage on X. He's getting double teamed.
So Italy score over there.
Nicely
Great goal.
done.
Great goal for Czechia.
Nicely done. You knew if they were going to double that someone had to be open, and that was Philip Rolik, and he puts it away.
I mean, you just said it. The only way you're going to beat Ruby is just the quick feeds, and that's exactly what just happened.
Yep. So England took a little bit of a risk. They decided to double the ball on the X, right? And when that happened, and there was some patience on the Czech side, they made things happen, and I think that's what they got to go with. And that's where those box lacrosse skill sets really kind of come into play.
Yep.
All right, they're going to try to beat Baythorpe with Obrash again with the long stick on the face-off. See if they can tap into that 70+% face-off percentage that Baythorpe has. Not so much. He wins it again. England controls. Getting their personnel in order. spreading real wide here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got Schoenfield on a shorty here.
Yep.
You just want to take a one-on-one and
Great feed.
can't corral
Little
it.
deflections there.
Obviously, you don't want to say England has had any weak links today, but
Drizzle couldn't control that. Ball still on the ground. Nope, now Czechia's got it, but he's getting rode hard. I would think that's a push. Nope, it's not.
Yep.
Staying this way. England controls.
So Finley Avis has a goal today. He's had a rough day at the office, but I think he's kind of, as this game has went on, you know, we started in the transition earlier. He just had 2 really open goals and tried to make an extra pass.
That was a nice feed.
That extra pass works out perfectly for him. It's a great assist.
That's Smith's second goal.
Yep. And it just feels like England's kind of just pushing for it now. 6 seconds left in the third quarter.
Czechia just hasn't found a consistent remedy to Baythorpe at the face-off X.
No, I mean, it's just been, you've had some guys win some and others win the other one, but.
Yeah, Lestevika's going to come back out here.
Yep.
Back to a 4-goal deficit. We only have 6 seconds left in the third.
Yep, so after this one, you can catch Italy-Denmark over on ELAX TV, and then that one's already in the midst of the first quarter, I believe. Italy leads 3-0, and then obviously the game of the day or game of the night, Sweden-Poland in the last quarterfinal 4. Speak of the devil, Poland's coming out right now. With their
9-5,
flag.
yep, 9-5 England. That quarter, you know, it was a little back and forth, but, you know, England stretched. So it was
Looks like England's going to try to give the other goalie some action here.
well, at least it seems like a little bit of an urgent warm-up, so that they would only be doing that if they were going to probably put him in.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both just played. He's had like I think like an 85 save percentage so far.
Yeah, they're both in the 80s.
They're both having just a tremendous tournament.
Yep, Poland's out. They're getting ready. They're going to do their long stretching routine and prepare for Sweden, which is really going to be a test for them.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. You know, undefeated Poland versus 3-1 Sweden, I believe they're 3-1. I mean, that group, I mean, obviously England's in that Group A, but otherwise that Group A has been considered the easiest group, I think. I mean, you got Germany and Ireland out of the one group, and then you have Israel and Poland. Israel's already out, so that, but I mean, you got 3 out of the 8 quarterfinal teams coming out of the Poland, Czechia, Israel, and Italy. And Italy's over there playing against Denmark as we speak.
Yeah, Ruby started to run out, and I'm like, oh, they're not going to change, but they did. Ruby had a heck of a game. He was really terrific.
Yeah, I mean, I think he obviously probably wants to stay out there, but you know, you want to give you got a great goalie in there, so you want to keep him warm and going into the next next
into
game.
semis if this holds.
If this holds, yeah. I mean, you never know.
Nope,
Czechia's got plenty of time.
Yep, plenty of time. We got a whole quarter. We have 2 minutes of stop time at the end of it. Arneson in. Got the sun a little bit in his eyes.
Yeah, it's nice. Sun's peeking out of the clouds here. It's getting a little warm.
Yeah, but not the way it's been. The
Yeah,
temperature today,
not been humid
nice
and hot.
breeze. Boy, there's Baythorpe again. And England possesses. Well, England's come with some guys who have put a lot of goals up on the board, and then some new guys like Henry Smith, who we didn't see him score before today. So, and he's got 2. The ability to finish off assists like that he's seen has been, is something. Thought Peel might let one fly there.
Yeah, I thought Hugo might take one, but just decides to move around back. A little dramatic there.
Oof. There he let that one fly.
Yep.
Peel with the zinger. That's going double digits for England. Doubling up the score as well, 10-5.
Yeah, I mean, Czechia, even if Czechia doesn't come away with this one, but they've really done a great job against this England offense. I mean, it doesn't seem that way. You give up 10 goals, but at the same time, you know, England's averaging 15 plus.
Yep. Lushtovica back out there for Czechia on the face-off. Baythorpe really has, you know, if you think about kind of key players for England thus far, you can kind of climb right up the ladder, start with, start with goalkeeping, you know, first with Ruby, come right up to the face-off, X with Baythorpe.
And you got the
Then
attack
down to the attack, the whole really attack personnel between Schoenfeld and Smith. You got 5 goals right there.
Even in the midfield, you got Hugo Peel. So.
Yeah.
There just seems like someone at every position for England that can just take over the game.
Yep.
And that's just going to make them like real contender for
Nice
this.
shot by Andrew Wilkinson, but a great save there by Drizzle.
Real contender for this championship.
Peel with the left.
He scored 2 in a row now for Peel, and I think England. This is what we've seen though. England's doesn't take their foot out of off the gas pedal, and.
How long does Czechia let this go for? Maybe, I know it's a little early for a timeout, but they haven't called one this half. 12.5 to go. 6-goal deficit. I feel like they need a little bit of a pep talk.
Yeah, I mean, you're down. I believe it might be. It's 6.
England changing up on the face-off side. And that's William Locker.
Maybe a little award there, but you're down 6.
Yeah, but they can't hold on. Turn it over, and here comes Smith.
December winner of this one will play Germany. The loser of this one will play against Israel for placement.
Yeah, Lasovica actually won that face-off. We have a flag down. Lasovica won that face-off pretty cleanly, but oh boy. There's Schoenfeld.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised.
We get a red timeout going into this man-down situation. The goal is good.
Scoreboard hasn't been updated.
Goal's good. We're going to have a man-down face-off. The penalty will be served since it's a personal foul.
It's a cross check, I believe.
It's a 7-goal deficit for Czechia. Things have really changed this quarter.
Yeah, and
I mean, you were sensing them changing. It was a 4-goal deficit going into it, but now we're at 7.
yeah, quite frankly, I mean, from the Czechia side, it's for the worse. So they just haven't been able to replicate. I mean, you just want to get back to the basics that were working in the first quarter, and I feel like they've kind of drifted away from that and kind of just try to be an offense that they're not. And I think that's kind of why they've struggled to score goals here down the stretch.
Yeah, Jakub Adamiec. He's going to sit for a minute on the cross check. Yeah, Arneson hasn't been tested yet, the new goalie for England.
Yeah,
Here comes Sweden.
That's some IKEA bags going. That's interesting.
Well, IKEA is from Sweden.
Yeah, I'm aware.
After the game, they can go shopping.
Yep. Might be a little late for that.
Maybe get a meal. Baythorpe's still out there. He didn't face off the last one, but he's back out there, and England possesses. That was a man-down face-off, so you want your big dog out there to get you the ball. So now Sorry, man-up face-off. So now they're going to see what we can do here with a man-up situation, up 7, 11 minutes to go.
So Baythorpe.
No hurry, right?
Kind of, yeah. So Baythorpe kind of try to pump up the crowd a bit, and now they're all back into their chants. So
Schoenfeld saw a little daylight there, but decided to be a little more oh, now he's wide open. Good idea, a little cross-crease pass. England, good ball movement right now.
this is interesting. They just released out of the box opposed to releasing off the midfield, which has kind of been the look we've been getting from all these teams to start this tournament.
Even strength for Czechia. Just over 10 minutes to go. 7-goal lead for England with ball. Oop, that one's wide. Andrew Wilkinson wanted his first. Peel taking a run at it. Ball's down. Schoenfeld, oh, that's got to be a push. Yep, it is. Loose ball push on red. Staying white.
Yeah, I mean, I think England's just gonna try to ride out this game.
You know, the thing is that they're not scared to shoot still.
No.
So in some games we've seen these situations where teams up, they're obviously working on ball control, and the refs are putting a putting a potential delay on them. You know, obviously making them keep it in the box. Oh, they called that red. So we do have a turnover, change of possession off the shot. The referees haven't had a need to signal England for any sort of, moving towards any sort of delaying the game and requiring them to keep it in the box. So Czechia has possession. England playing high. A lot of pressure up top, and that's great in the sense of a strategy goes as far as getting the clock to run, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't want Czechia down in there in your box.
Here comes pressure right around the straining line. Oh, here's Caceres. Oh, what did they call here? Oh, they called a moving screen.
I did not stop. I think the Czechia coaches are
The coaches are definitely not happy with that call.
Interesting call. It is what it is.
Yep, got to keep going. Low pass by Arnson on the clear. England handles. They have a play in transition here. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Down and hit a Czechia player.
Yep. It's going to stay white.
Cloud's starting to come back over here.
That wind's picking up too.
Yep.
James Hartley looking for his first. Henry Smith, he got 2 today. Nice feed.
Yep. This is the way England's played the whole tournament.
Yeah, well, Clegg went to Smith before, and that Smith back to Clegg returns the favor. Clock's running. About 6.5 minutes to go. England with an 8-goal lead. Try to get a score update from that other game.
Yeah. Look into that.
Bit of a battle here between Baythorpe and Westavica. Looks like it comes up red for now, but we've seen this happen before.
5-0 Italy in that game for placement on field 2. You can watch it on ELAX TV on YouTube.
Yep, loose ball. Aronson still hasn't seen a shot. Sorry, Arneson.
I mean, he doesn't see a shot. He keeps his save percentage nice and clean like the way it is. So.
Yep. I think one thing that probably isn't really recognized a lot on this England team is the pressure they apply on that defensive side early and out. You know what I mean? They've been coming all the way out to half field, way above the restraining line, all on the sidelines. They really don't let you just kind of settle in. And some of the games we've seen, the teams have really just kind of been able to settle into their offense and work the ball around. Germany likes doing that, and England does not allow it. Ball's moving now, though, on the red side. There it is.
That's just a great goal. I mean, great ball movement from Czechia. We've seen them strike in transition a couple times this game, and that's just another example of it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, and a great finish by Adamiec. Probably not the shot Arneson would have liked to have seen it as his first one in the quarter, right?
Yeah, he definitely would probably want like a nice and loopy one coming at him from.
Give me a 60-mile-an-hour stick side high from around 18 yards.
Yep.
Then let me be a hero with those ones, right? Mm-hmm. Baythorpe dominant, right? I mean, you know, he's got to be around 80% at least today.
Not a surprise.
Yeah, but it's such a game changer for you when you can get scored on and then get the ball right back and get your own shot versus getting scored on and then losing the ball and not having an opportunity to get on offense.
We saw that against Polska versus Czechia. I mean, we saw the Polska faceoff guy go down injured, and then Czechia was really just able to get right back into that game.
I think earlier in the game we might have seen Schoenfeld go to goal there, but he pulled it out. 3:45-ish to go. Oh, we have a call a moving screen on that one.
Didn't even see the screen.
Me neither. I thought he was 10 yards away, but he saw something we didn't, and we're going the other way. Little spritz happening in the air, but the sun's also shining, so we're looking for Polish rainbows here. This is a very deliberate clear with a long pass.
Oh, he somehow
bounces
got it free.
Czechia's way. Great little shovel pass.
Wow.
Might get a flag here after it. There it is.
I mean, this is just great for Czechia.
I wish we had a way to watch that one again really quick because that was nice. I mean, it's kind of a prayer, right? Coming down from Drizzle, and then it drops right where it needs to, and I believe that was Klitsch with the finish.
23.
Yeah.
I believe Czechia called timeout here.
We have an injured player for England. It's Will Baker, close defender. May also be who has the penalty. Didn't see a signal on the penalty yet.
England fans, super loud right now.
Arneson's probably like, hey man, I could have just like, I could have just hung out the last 8 minutes.
Last 8 minutes of the game.
No, I'm sure he'd love to get in there and wants a piece of the action, but like
he came in.
It's been a much different
2 point blank shots.
Right, it's been a much different experience than kind of seeing the whole game through. Well, the Czechia fans are fired up. They're trying to get
the German.
Oh, is it?
It's the German team over there.
Apparently, apparently the Germans have joined the fray.
Germans rooting for Czechia.
Now we got Polish fans with horns. I guess the overwhelming majority of fan bases are not rooting for white in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone wants the favorite to win.
Yeah, well,
so,
let's see what Baythorpe has to say about that one.
3 minutes to go. 13-7.
That's the first time we've seen that all day. He kicked it out. Usually he just kind of takes it himself. Oh, nice check.
Interesting check.
And you got it withholding the plate. So what happens there is you can't play without your stick, right? So if the stick is checked out of your hand and the ball remains in it, that's considered playing without your stick, and it's an immediate turnover. So that's why it's red ball. Adamiachus had that great goal a few minutes ago with it now. Nice pressure.
Just great ground ball
Oh, here
defense.
he goes. It's really... Ball's bouncing all around. It's right at the half still. Almost looks like a face-off scrum, but instead it's everybody. Red comes up with it. Oh, there's a flag. We're going to get a push.
This clock's going to stop at 2 minutes
Yeah,
anyway.
clock is stopping right here. That's 2 minutes to go.
Get a little chippy out here.
A little bit. Not how we want to end. Jack Dearden's going to take a seat. Just for 30. Now, this has changed, though, right? Because we're at 2 minutes. So we're now at stop time for the rest of the game. So that means that we won't have running time on this 30-second penalty, but it is a short one still. Nice ball movement. Ooh. Great check. James Thompson makes a great check, comes up with the ball, and then draws a penalty. So that's a win-win, great play for him. Another flag goes, and this is probably going to be a conduct.
Yeah, safe to say I'm very confused on what's happening right now.
Yeah, we got 14 on a push, technical 30, and we got a sportsman-like.
On a Czechia play, number 18.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said 14.
Wait, why are the
18
two
and 19.
Why are the two Czechia?
Well, because we have the push.
Oh, they're both penalties are on Czechia?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we have,
wow.
yeah. Well, yeah. Why would England be upset?
Yeah, I mean, now you got England.
Right?
Yeah, now you got England just holding the ball for the
Right.
last minute and 43.
Right. So we have a
and they
Demic
call a timeout.
and Paulus down. England's going to call timeout. Well, they want to probably just figure this out. Ball's going to be on the top right side of midfield. Speaking from the goalie's perspective. Poland's all dialed in and buckled up and ready to get on that field for warm-ups.
Yep. So we got 5-0 Italy over Denmark. And then obviously 13-7 here. And then we got Poland kicking off in less than an hour on this field.
Italy's another one who I thought was going to be a little stronger than they ended up being in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if they just didn't dial in the personnel they were looking for, or what was going on.
they're
there.
certainly figuring out towards the end of the tournament, which is just not what you want to do,
Right.
obviously. But I think they've been very strong.
Yeah.
At the end here.
Well, it seems like they're definitely in the driver's seat today.
Yesterday they won by 6, only lost by 1 to Israel, and then they lost to Czechia too. So they're slowly figuring it out, but it's a little too late for them.
Temperature drop, I'm guessing we're probably under 20 degrees Celsius now. Probably in the 60s on the Fahrenheit side.
Still 71.
Well, the wind chill must be
Yeah,
up.
wind chill's up there. So it seems like England might just try to pass this game away with 1:35 to go.
Not if you're Peel. England was playing with 5. Now they have 6 on.
So what are we thinking for players
Nice
of the game
little wheel here.
for both sides?
Ooh, right off the pipe. That was Phillips.
Player of the game? What are we thinking?
You know, I have mixed feelings about this one. I feel like it's always easy to go right to the guy who scored all the goals, but Baythorpe at the X, huge for England, right?
Yep.
Czechia can't hold on. Well, they have an opportunity to ride here, although it's really tight. They're bringing him out.
Yeah, rain's starting to come down.
Yeah, it is starting to rain. Peel's got it. Second penalty for Czechia. It's going to release here. We're all even. Peel's going to take one. That's 3 for him, right?
3 or 4.
Holy cool. Well, yep. Czechia's taking its
England
goal's
is
good. England's taking their final timeout.
not really sure about that one. You want to get back to your player of the game analysis here?
Okay, yeah. So first of all, Baythorpe dominant, right,
Yep.
at the X. Really liked Ruby in net for England, right?
Yeah, I mean, Ruby had a great game.
He was terrific. I mean, really, like we said before, both goalies at that point were terrific. You know, Schoenfeld's great. Peel just put another one in. You know, I'm having a tough time. As a former goalie, I'd love to give it to Ruby, but I think Baythorpe really, the difference maker there with Baythorpe is you score a goal, you get the ball back.
Yep.
You get scored on, you get the ball. You know what I mean? And I think that's so vital. I mean, we saw how that, you know, kind of hurt Czechia, that they didn't have that advantage, that if they did get scored on, then they could possibly get scored on right away again. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know if I could have a player of the game just solely for each team, because for Czechia, I just don't feel like anyone. It was just a team. I mean, it's a team effort to get where they were. I mean, they held England at, to believe, the lowest goal total of the tournament.
Which is crazy because they scored 14
Yeah.
so far. There's 45 seconds left.
Yep.
And Baythorpe's still out there, by the way. Which maybe, I think if I was coach, I'd be like, all right, we've seen this guy. We've seen Lestafika, what he's did to the Polish face-off guy. Maybe I don't want him out there. But, yeah, there's another one. Another win.
Yep, just
I
keep
guess they're like, hey, we can just seal this thing off. Question is, do they take their foot off the gas at this point?
I don't know. They might go for 15 here.
Well, they're getting their personnel in order. Not really any time left. We're at 24 seconds. And no need to bring it in. They're not going to make them keep it in.
So rain really coming down here more than it has.
Yeah, and you and I haven't done a game with this surface wet, so I'll
Yep.
be really curious to see what happens.
Especially
as
for Poland,
Sweden.
Sweden.
As they start to warm up, and how much that the
Yeah.
water on this surface. They are going to take another one. No,
Well-
they aren't. That was great discipline in some ways, but well, that game had a lot of promise, and I think Czechia really, really stood tall and played hard.
Yep. Obviously,
Just wanted to-
unfortunate end to the tournament for
Yeah,
them,
I just want
but
to make sure Drizzle's okay, because he looked like he might have gotten a little shook up on that last one.
I believe so. Yeah, he's all right. He's up.
Yeah.
Up and standing.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us here on LAX TV, and we'll see you next time.
England's fired up, heading to the semifinals with a 14-7 win over Czechia. Czechia to the other side of the bracket. They'll get another couple games in, though, and their time in Wrocław isn't over. We'll see you again soon as we move on to the semifinals. Again, from Wrocław, England 14, Czechia 7.